Well, good afternoon, everybody. Game Time Brian, otherwise known as the mailman, coming from my mama's basement here. Got the day off from work. We have breaking news. Breaking news. Um, First and foremost, shout out to the Philadelphia Eagles. I have a lot of Philadelphia Eagles followers, as everybody knows on this channel. I'm a diehard Cowboy fan. But I live in the area, and a lot of Eagles fans follow me, and I appreciate it. I try and keep it real. Um, my love for the Cowboys makes it tough at times as far as being able to coexist with my fellow Eagle fans. But shout out to them. They proved last night against the Miami Dolphins that they are one of the best teams in the NFL. Whether I like it, I don't. It's a fact. Now, there's a long season to play out. I like our talent. I think we match up well against the Eagles, but Dallas has let me down twice already this year, and I don't know that I trust them at this point. They need to prove a lot to me. Mike McCarthy is on my hot seat. Dak Prescott, it's time for him to step up. But the Eagles proved last night, beating a dynamic offense. They were banged up. They were missing pieces, but that's the NFL. I'm not going to couch it. They beat them handily. They weren't without flaws. Eagles are definitely flawed, but out of all 32 teams in the NFL, they're definitely in the top three in my book. I did pick them to win the game, but, and it's tough for me to do, but I'm going to keep it 100. But this video was mainly for Jerry Jones, and I'm going to take a shot at my man Mark Holmes. I need a response from you, my man. The Eagles just made a trade. They're already a top 5, top 3 type team. We could argue exactly where along the lines, but as of right now, it can't be doubted. Now, by the end of the year, will that be the case? I hope my Cowboys overtake you, obviously. I'm already on record as saying that I hope that the Cowboys, I don't really care who wins the division. I predicted we would. I still am going to stick with that, but it's not so much about winning the division. It's how you are playing when the playoffs start and how healthy you are going into the playoffs. That's really what it amounts to. But the Eagles make a big move. Yet again, the Tennessee Titans, who you already fleeced the Titans for A.J. Brown 2 years ago. That was the most lopsided trade I've ever seen for a guy like A.J. Brown. I still like C.D. better, but I'm a Cowboy fan. What do you think I'm going to say, people? I love me some C.D. Lamb, but A.J. Brown's the real deal. He's a great receiver. Ain't going to sugarcoat that either. They have traded for safety Kevin Byard. I brought this up on the live stream yesterday. I told my man Twiz that he's a diehard Eagle fan, that I was hearing Kevin Byard. We have heard rumors for a while, but I was hearing that it looked like it was going to happen. Well, it's official. Eagles have traded newly acquired Terrell Edmonds and a 5th and a 6th round pick in 2024, which is this year's draft. So the Eagles are going all in. Okay, Kevin Byard is a Pro Bowl safety. Now, the rich get richer. Shout out to Howie Roseman. I've gone back and forth with Mark Holmes regarding Catboy, a.k.a. Stephen Jones, or Stephen Jones, a.k.a. Catboy, however you want to say it. Everything's about the bottom line, man. Everything is. And if you're winning Super Bowls, then all right, okay, I can let it slide. But you ain't won Super Bowls. You're not even having any real sustained playoff success. So, Catboy, the ball's in your court. Eagles are going out and finishing off their defense. I don't think they're done. honestly, I don't think they're done. They might look for a linebacker, maybe they went and got Julio Jones. I told you I'm not a big fan of Julio, but maybe there's another receiver they could get. But Kevin Byard, the Pro Bowl safety out of the Tennessee Titans, is going to the Philadelphia Eagles. It sucks as a Cowboys fan to see a GM who doesn't draft necessarily great, but always seems to be able to handle the salary cap in his sleep, and he's always making trades to upgrade the team for a run, like he did last year. So, shout out to the Eagles, man. It's frustrating. It's very frustrating as a Cowboy fan seeing an organization outplay my organization. They're out front officing my organization. Mark Holmes, what are we going to do? Do you still have Cowboys back? How could we defend him anymore? I gave him credit where credit was due, re-signing Diggs. Now, Diggs got hurt. We couldn't avoid that. I mean, that's nobody's fault. He re-signed Diggs. He re-signed Terrence Steele. They're good deals. He's still got a lot of work to do. Do we want to keep Dak long term? This season needs to play out before that answer is real, people. If it doesn't go good and Dak is the main reason why it doesn't, he ain't going to be here long term. There's a reason why we got Trey Lance. They'll never tell you that, but that's the truth. They're hedging their bets. They're leaning on Dak. We have other options. Do you really want to be a Cowboy, or do you just want to make the most money? CeeDee Lamb has a contract that needs to be worked out. They didn't do it. Mark, you gave Cowboy a lot of credit, and that's great, but the standard is way down here for him. So when he actually signs a couple people doing his job, we want to commend him and say what a great job he's doing. No, he's doing his job. Just like I do my job delivering the mail, you do your job doing this, whatever you do. But the Eagles go out and make a big-time move. Big-time move. Kevin Byard. I would have loved to have had Kevin Byard. He's better than any safety we got right now, the way we're playing. Shout out to them. It's hard for me to say that. My Cowboys fans, we need to start applying some more pressure on Catboy and Jerry Jones. Jerry, it's time for you to step aside. Step down. Go into the background. Because I've had it. I've had it with the Monday morning radio interviews where you're talking about how great everything is. Everything's not great. We're 4-2. Fine. That's not horrible. Defense is hot and cold. Offense is non-existent as of yet. Mike McCarthy is calling plays like it's 1985. Very frustrating time for me. Mark Holmes, the ball's in your court. What are you going to say to the Kevin Byard to the Philadelphia Eagles? Okay? We've talked about the trade deadline and if Dallas is doing anything. Well, this tells you that the Tennessee Titans are open for business. Okay? Go get me Derrick Henry. I want Derrick Henry. Okay? We need Derrick Henry. Now, is he the end-all, be-all? No. But he's already under contract, and we don't use anybody right. But Derrick Henry, he's a big boy. He'll fit in just fine. Tony Pollard.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
Okay.
Okay?
And you?
Absolutely.
Tony Pollard, I like you and all. I do. I like your burst. I think you're a good change of pace guy. You're not an every down guy. You're just not. I want to use Tony Pollard with Derrick Henry. And if Pollard wants to be here after this year, he's going to have to sign a team-friendly deal. If not, then that's fine too. We got Deuce Vaughn. We got Rico Dowdle. We got Hunter Lepke. But the Tennessee Titans are open for business. Go make a move, Jerry Jones. Go make a move, Stephen Jones, a.k.a. Catboy. Mark Holmes, what do you think about it? because I have friggin' had it with this local team making all the moves. And the richest team in America, the richest organization, ain't doing squat ta. We're sitting on our thumbs. Your move, Catboy. Let me know what you think, Mark. Peace.